for me. Blood in my dog and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. And niggas trying to take my life away. I put a hole in a nigga for fuck.
What's up, YouTube? The day has come to finally get the back half cage done in Jessica's car and my Villain's VQ hatch. Let's get this car over to Shane's house. So I'm only bolting the passenger seat in, and the reason why is because I basically have this seat set down and back. So if I ever wanted to drive it, I could just swap them over. So I'm gonna drive it to Shane's house with just this seat bolted in, and we're gonna build the cage to clearance this seat. So that way it'll have maximum clearance, and then her seat is gonna be forward and up from here. So she'll have plenty of room, and we can swap the seats side to side. All right, Shane, what's step one?
Eyeball your angle. Kinda, sorta. So wait, we're gonna go... We're gonna have to be out in front of this, right?
Smash it against that seat.
That looks close enough. Yeah, I guess that's pretty close. No cranking, just fucking...
Fancy. Got the Ecotech in here. Got his transmission in finally. Got the cage all cut out.
No, I thought dead frog.
Prepped for the new cage.
Oh, is there?
We got the main hoop bent. Now I'm gonna mark the height for the harness bar, and he's gonna throw a bend in it so that way the harness bar and the rollover bar will be both single pieces. All right, one cage kind of down. Time to go get the other car to bend that main hoop. Got the VQS13. Seat's not bolted down, harness is not hooked up to anything, but you know, we got it. I think there's some dead mice hiding in this thing somewhere still.
It looks like there's dead mice.
This thing's fucking mint. Look at this thing. Got the old Shane Special interior painted trim. You remember the S15? Hey, quit fucking up my car.
You tweaker would love this.
Oh, yeah. This is the kind of stuff I like to leave on cars, so when I paint it myself, people just look at this shit.
Not the paint.
They don't look at the paint job. On my way back to the shop. All right, we're back in the shop. I feel like shit today, so bear with me a little bit. And it's my birthday, yay. I'm gonna start working on the cage on the hatch, try to get that all buttoned up and welded up so I can throw some paint on it and then fully weld it in. And then Jessica's cage I'll do next. So I set the main hoop in the car and I trimmed it down a little bit on the two mounting points to get it to rake back and sit at the right angle that I want, so it's a nice flush sit on these bottom 2 points. And then I marked on the main hoop where the harness bar needs to go. Took it out of the car. Shane bent up the harness bar already, so I just had to trim it to fit. Welded that in, and now I'm doing the rollover bar that goes over the driver's head. So I got that all trimmed up. Now I can weld that in. Once I get that fully welded in, I can put it in the car and actually tack weld the bottom 2 points so it won't move, and then I can build the 2 rear down bars inside the car. So I got the main hoop and the rollover bar and the harness bar fully welded. And now I have the down bars tacked. So I just cut the tacks on the mounting points, and now I'm gonna pull it out and fully weld the rear down bars. Then I can put a coat of paint on it. And then when that dries, I can put it back in here and fully weld the 4 mounts. Well, I've got the VQ hatch roll bar in paint. I got the back half cage all welded in the S13. Let you see what it looks like. Not too bad. So now I gotta let that cool so I can paint the base plates where I just welded. And I've got Jessica's main hoop, harness bar, and rollover crossbar fully welded. So now I'm gonna set that in her car, tack the bottom, and then open the convertible top so that I can do the down bars in the back. And then hers will be ready to get fully welded in. All right, I got her cage. This part's welded, this part's welded. The down bars are just tacked, and then I just broke the tacks loose inside the car. So now I can pull it out here and fully weld it up and throw a coat of black paint on it so it doesn't rust. And then I can set it back in there and we can see how she looks. The base plate's all painted in the hatch, so that cage is fully in and done. So once the paint dries for a day or two, I can put the harnesses and seats in. Jessica's cage is fully welded and it's got a coat of paint on it, so I'm gonna let that dry. But I can't put it in the car yet because Jessica still wants to dye this interior black. So I'm just gonna set it in there, but I can't actually weld it in until she gets the interior dyed. It'll be a lot easier to work in there without the cage, obviously. I am tired. Still feel like crap, even though it is my birthday. It was kind of a nice day though, to be able to just relax, work on the cars while the kids were at school and actually get some things checked off the list that need to be done for this season. Now it's time for birthday cake.
Happy birthday, dear Dad. Happy birthday to you. Make a wish. Make a wish.
42 years.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
I got the best piece.
No corners.
Dinner was good, birthday cake was good. Back in the shop, Jessica took Reese to soccer practice and Kai wanted to play some Fortnite. So I figured I'd show you guys what Jessica's cage looks like setting in the car. And then I'm gonna get to see how much of the interior of the R34 I can get put back in tonight. Still gotta put the seats and harnesses in, but like I said before, she's gotta dye all the interior black still. So I can't even fully weld this in. So I just kind of set it in there. But it looks pretty good. Definitely gives the car a much more aggressive look with the top down. And I'm sure once the interior's all black and the seats are in, it won't look like it's standing out like some toothpicks. It'll kind of blend in with the interior. So the R34 GTT-R has all the glass in. I put the taillight covers on. Still waiting for the bumpers and the hood and the side skirts to get painted. But I do have the front fenders and a couple miscellaneous parts. But for now, I can go ahead and go up in the loft and get all the interior and start putting the interior in, because as you can see, it's all pretty stripped out in here. About 45 minutes and I got most of the interior in. The headliner and all the trim, all the rubber gaskets. Yeah, now I just got to put the seats in and then the inside of the car will be done. I can't really do the trunk yet. I have all the parts right here. can't really do because I need to put the back bumper and stuff on. So I need to get into those panels. I'll probably go ahead and bolt the seats in. So then the inside of the car will be done. And I'll get to the trunk later. Seats are in. This thing's starting to look like a car again. Obviously, next step will be final assembly on the body, the wing, all the trunk stuff, the bumpers, the skirts, the hood, the fenders. I already have the fenders, but I'd kind of like to wait till I get the hood and the bumpers before I mount the fenders. Kind of need to loosely mount everything to get all the gaps right and then tighten it all down. So anyways, I'm done for the day. Stay tuned for the next video. Hopefully I'll hear in the next couple days from the county on whether or not I can resubmit the paperwork for Pat's Acres. So stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.